Do you see this guy? He has over 7 billion views. He's edited for Mr. Beast, Logan Paul, and by proxy, he's actually edited a few music videos. And what's incredible is he likes to do these things on his channel called Roast, where he takes some of the most popular creators' content and absolutely obliterates it.
I break their spirits.
Oh, by the way, his name is Hayden Hillier-Smith.
Huge thanks to Riverside for making this video possible. Like, literally, it would not have happened without them. I'll tell you more about it later.
Logan, you are my hero. You mean the world to me.
Why does that not look like Logan?
He was on a film set at that time, so he's in hair and makeup right there. That's what it is.
Okay.
We are setting up so a little bit of context because there's a bit of a story here. And what it is Logan being a massive influencer, he has a super fan who made this really beautiful music video for him. This is a nice gesture of Logan reaching out to a super fan and saying, hey, let's just do something fun and goofy.
You mean the world to me. Logan Paul put me in one of his videos. So happy.
Bro, I like you a lot. I'm gonna fly you out to LA.
I'm going to LA!
He's going to LA! A small boy! Dear God! I want to make a song with you.
I know this is supposed to be a roast, but I love that you told such a story in 24 seconds. There was a guy 5 days ago. You see the music video. You see Logan reacting to the music video. You see it on YouTube. You're like, oh, okay, this was on YouTube. And then you say, we're flying you out to LA. He's in LA. Boom. You're wasting absolutely no time telling the audience the whole backstory.
This happens, therefore this happens. And because of the speed, really encapsulates how quickly all of this happened. This happened in a course of 4 to 5 days.
And as you can see, we're actually not in the same room right now. And that's thanks to Riverside, who's sponsoring this episode.
We even recorded a podcast with someone who is in Denmark. It was the afternoon for us, but it was 11 p.m. for him. But because of Riverside, the quality was amazing and we recorded a really great episode.
And the reason we use Riverside as opposed to any other recording software is because they have the highest quality video. It's 4K, which is unheard of compared to any other software. There are no lags, no interruptions. It's smooth and completely sharp, which is obviously what we want the audience to experience when watching our show.
We can't have a podcast where we talk about editing and have the video be poor quality, especially if someone's on a really nice setup, such as our interview with Tony. Of course, we want to showcase that in the best quality possible.
Bro, yes. Let's get back to the roast and we'll talk more about Riverside later.
I want to make a song with you and then make the dopest music video of 2017.
So good.
Yeah, I love that little beat of silence I got in here as well.
It's a fact that everyone has a hero. Yeah. And sometimes when you're tickled just the right way, you gotta make a dumbass song.
Yeah.
Fact. So this is that dumbass song. Double fact. And guess what? I'm feeling tickled.
Okay, wait, did you color grade this as well?
Yeah.
This was at the time when teal and orange color correction was so popular.
Yeah,
I just
bro.
threw it on top and called it a day.
I just like the delineation between like, okay, this is like a mini vlog for 30 seconds to set up the story behind this music video. Now here's the music video.
It was subconsciously intentional. I wanted that contrast. I wanted that change. What is it that you say, Jordan, about contrast?
Sometimes it creates focus. Sometimes it creates focus.
It's a fact that everyone has a hero. Yeah. And sometimes when you're tickled just the right way, you gotta make a dumbass song about it.
It looks so cool, but then also it's very funny just because of just like what he's holding and the sunglasses. It was just such a great way of introducing him.
About it. Fact. So this is that dumbass song. Double fact. And guess what? I'm feeling tickled.
Wait, what?
Yeah. I saw this video saying, Logan, you're my hero.
Again,
Saying I'm
really
the man
weird
like I'm
stuff
some
there,
type of
like,
Robert De Niro.
what?
I don't know why, though. This
Hayden,
kid
what are
looks
you
like a shot,
doing?
though.
We had a repeating of shots a little bit. I thought people were going to get a bit bored. And so I just
Yeah.
threw in one of the latest shots to help set up the idea that we're going to have some more fun visuals coming in.
Here's what I'm struggling with this music video. I feel like at times you went like full serious, like this is cinematic, this is gorgeous, the color grading is impeccable, the cinematography is incredible. Like those first few shots kind of felt like that to me. And then it feels like we switched tone here and it's like all of a sudden we're trying to be funny. Everything's like a little bit cheesy, but to me it sounds like it's cheesy on purpose.
Yes.
Having to switch between those two different modes kind of confuses me a little bit.
You're right. What if we did full send on this? What if we did commit to really taking this as seriously as possible? Maybe we got a bit scared and like we really had to tell the audiences, guys, this is a joke, this is goofy, this is fun. Yeah, you're right. It's conflicting. It's confusing. There was a match cut there, actually. Look, follow his gestures.
I wonder if you could have actually matched the framing too. It might have been fun to like zoom into this A shot so you could get at least closer framing, and then you would have like a full match cut where it's just like, oh yeah.
Instead of just a gesture match cut, much more stylistic match cut. You're right.
And if you really believe it, you can do anything. You can go and start a movement. Look at Martin Luther King. No, I'm not saying that.
Okay, Hayden. Okay, I see you with the full transition.
It was a staple joke that I did in a lot of these videos. What can I green screen that's not meant to be green screened?
That's actually really dope. I think the idea was 100% there. I just think the execution was not quite there. Like a really good keyed out transition, the lighting is gonna match and it's still gonna look like a really nice cinematic shot despite having the visual effects where you know in your brain like that's not real, but it still looks good.
That this kid ain't MLK or even Kanye. The point is he's a maverick. He paves his own path. He don't listen to the haters who may point and laugh. He stuck his neck out for me like a full-grown giraffe. Now Noah, it's your turn cause I did the first half.
Yeah, that feels nice. Okay. One moment. Like I said earlier, this whole video was created with Riverside. It's literally the best tool ever if you're doing a video podcast or if we're just recording a YouTube video remotely, a reaction. Riverside has totally got you covered.
Since we're developing podcasts, we can't quite afford to travel. Riverside's been able to make sure that we can connect to everyone across the world. So the fact that I could nerd out about the Penny series with Ryan Trahan, who's across America, we just hanged out with Ryan for 2 hours and created amazing content. And that video was our first ever explosive video. We would not be able to make that video without Riverside.
Ryan just started his Penny series for this year, so if you're interested in learning more about him, check out our episode.
Zero people shouldn't have a hero. Logan is my hero. He is really nice.
All right, here's something that's a personal opinion of mine.
Hit me.
I hate blur transitions. Absolutely hate them. It's a completely creative thing. Essentially, when you're making transitions as an editor, lots of times you want them to feel like they could be in camera. A normal Gaussian blur doesn't look like you're actually defocusing a camera.
Now I'm looking at it, it's like, why? What was the point? Oh, look how great at editing I am. Ooh.
I know what you were doing though. This is what you were thinking. You were like, this shot looks boring. What can I do to fix it?
Yes. If I needed to put something in that space, what do you think I should have done?
Doing a blur transition really quickly and between two shots. I think that would be nice because you're helping to blend the shots together. And so much of music video editing is how can I take these two shots and make them feel more seamless?
He's my hero. He is really nice. So I went and made a song.
That was funny.
That was great. That was comedy.
Now Noah, it's your
Perfect.
turn cause I did the first half.
Everyone has a hero.
True.
Zero people shouldn't have a hero. Logan is my hero. He is really nice. So I went and made a song about him twice.
What? Song about me twice? Noah, that's really nice. Hit me up if you ever need advice.
What was the point of that?
I don't know. See that?
What was the point?
I was gonna roast you, but I was just like, you know, I think you know Hayden.
I just had to put something there for energy.
So here's my challenge to you. Figure out how you can create energy without doing a transition.
Just faster cuts, a cool shot. I think I should have cut to maybe a gesture.
And I think that's a big thing that people struggle with is not fully committing to something. They will try a bunch of different things and get attached to each of those individual things and then not want to stay disciplined and be like, okay, I'm doing this one kind of effect.
You're so right. If I committed to that idea consistently, all of this would have felt so much more connected.
Hit me up if you ever need advice. And here, dude, take some merchandise.
That works.
Everybody needs someone to idolize.
This whole video is goofy. We are not taking this seriously, but it's presented as if we are. We've given you guys the punchline straight away, and then we give you essentially the same joke over and over again, and
Right.
that then becomes repeated emotions, which then diminishes the joke.
Guys, Hayden Hillier-Smith roasting himself. Ladies and gentlemen.
And here, dude, take some Maverick merchandise. Link in bio. Everybody needs someone to idolize.
He is my hero. We share sometimes. For
Another nice
example,
match
this
cut there.
means a
I like
slice.
that.
Let's do something cool, like go stop some crimes and hang with all the girls.
Yeah, I think I matched the movement. See, like,
Yeah, their camera's moving from right to left.
patting myself on the back here. I haven't really studied music videos that much, but I'm just so happy I picked up on that language quite instinctively.
Yeah, matching anything that you can match together between different shots usually is a good idea.
Let's do something cool, like
Sweet.
stop some crimes and hang with all the girls in paradise.
We have no limit, like the sky.
I liked that transition actually. It was at the perfect time in the song. It was right at the end of a phrase, right before a new phrase. It was during the fill. That fill is the best time to add fast cuts, and that's exactly where you added it. And so it felt really natural and it felt really good.
Coming from you, that feels so special, Jordan.
You're really wise.
Also really true. Let's harmonize.
There you go. Here's your tone change. Add in some film burns.
Okay. I wish that during this section, because the music is changing so, oh my gosh.
Okay, enough of that.
Dude, I wish you kept that shot faded a little bit.
Yeah,
so
you're
I kind
so
of liked
right.
it when it was like halfway. I wish at the end this moment of the song, because the tone changes so much, that there was like a big visual change at the same
Yeah.
time. So it could have been color grading, change everything to slow-mo, because we haven't really seen anything like that. But I really felt like there should have been a big change, but instead we saw a lot of the same shots that we've already been seeing.
Yeah, you're so right. I hate it. The only new thing I brought in was some low opacity film burns. Those were really popular at the time, and that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're so right. We should have had. It's just the same sets again. There you go. There's your new shot that I think I've
Yeah, I
used
love
once.
this. Love that.
Okay, enough
Check
of
this
that.
bit.
Time to start making some sense. Back to
Yes,
the hero
this is
stuff. Let's
genius.
talk future
That's
tense.
genius.
In 13 to 20 years, we'll both be presidents. So if you talk smack, we'll call the Secretary of Defense. Not to
Oh,
mention,
did you
we'll
see that?
balance the
Did you
federal
see that?
deficit.
So the whole thing's letterboxed except for one shot.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man, I was so embarrassed for that.
But dude, I watched it 2 times in a row and didn't even notice.
It's one of those cases where it's like, I notice, but I don't think anyone else does. Still bothers me to this day. Still keeps me up at night, even today.
I'm sorry to bring up the trauma. Riverside is actually in the business of decreasing trauma for editors all over the world. Because when you get the finished recording,
It's not just one video track. All the videos are recorded separately, and so you have total control.
you can even just choose the interview and export it directly to Premiere, creating a complete timeline of the media. An editor's dream.
And this entire recording is also transcribed, and you can use that transcription to edit it directly. So afterwards, we can read through the conversation and find what topics excite us the most.
And if you wanted, you could just finish the episode right then and there, adding your own intro and outro clips right within Riverside's editor. Riverside video calls are trusted by the world's leading brands. Speed up your production, boost your quality, and save money with Riverside.
So go ahead and sign up to Riverside for free. And if you want to get the full version, use code EDITINGPODCAST for 20% off. Oh, and you should totally subscribe to the Editing Podcast if you like editing.
Presidents. So if you talk smack, we'll call the Secretary of Defense. Not to mention, we'll balance the federal deficit. And yes, I'm aware that my rhymes are super intelligent.
That was so
It's 'cause I'm
mean.
in the zone, I'm
See,
an
but I
avatar
like
in
that
my
because it
element.
actually
I'm a
is
rhyme.
getting more and more chaotic.
I just wish we progressed smarter.
We'll call the Secretary of Defense. Not to mention, we'll balance the federal deficit. And yes, I'm aware that my rhymes are super intelligent. It's cause I'm in the zone, I'm an avatar in my element. I'm a rhyme bender, here to stay, resident.
Everyone has a
Actually,
hero.
don't roast that. I like that.
Don't roast it. I like it too. It's pretty sick.
I can see what happened here. That's just a film burn that I just changed the hue of. Oh wow, one of them didn't make it through.
You would be surprised how often there are black screens in fast cuts. Even white frames. Like lots of times in fast cuts, people will literally put just a frame of completely white.
Resident.
Everyone has a hero.
True.
0 people shouldn't have a hero. Logan is my hero. He is really nice. So I went and made a song about him twice.
What? Song about me twice? No, and that's really nice. Hit me up if you ever need advice. And here, dude, take some Maverick merchandise. Link in bio. Everybody needs someone to idolize. True.
He is my hero. We share sometimes. For example, this pizza slice.
Let's do something cool, like go stop some crimes. And hang
I'm roasting myself here. The shots are so repetitive. There's nothing new. We ran out of shots.
That's the hard thing too with music videos. As a music video editor, your job is to be the withholder of information. We have all these amazing camera setups, these amazing shots, but I'm not gonna show them to you until like the very end of the song.
I gave you all of the best shots straight away, and then you can really feel me struggling at the end here.
And lots of times that is on the production, but still it's your job as an editor to figure out a creative way to save some of the best shots for later on.
This is the shot I saved. The worst setup.
Now it's slow motion. I wish we had something like that during the harmonizing.
You're right. You're so right.
You definitely get the sense like immediately, like, okay, the song's over. They're doing like these ad libs. The beat's cut out, and it's kind of, it feels like it gives you a nice like resolving feeling. The fact that you changed it. Like if you hadn't changed it, it would have felt horrible. So you had a great natural instinct to do that.
This now reminds me that clearly all of this was shot at a high frame rate. So there could have been more opportunities for me to use slow motion, and I didn't. And so there's huge missed opportunities here.
We all watch our old work and cringe. That's good because that means you're developing your taste and getting better. That's all we ask of ourselves. And it also shows that you don't have to be perfect to get 70 million views or whatever this is.
I remember at the time, I edited this in a day and I thought it was amazing. I'm now looking back at this and going, what the hell were you thinking? I know how to be better now.
Boom, roasted.
I hate you.
I'm so bad at roasting. I'm not good at it. Hayden, you're so much better at it. But I love that you eventually just ended up roasting yourself. That's my favorite part.
He is my hero.
If you guys want more of myself and Hayden, go ahead and check out the Editing Podcast. And don't forget to use code Editing Podcast to get 20% off the full version of Riverside. Huge thanks to Riverside for making this video possible.
Jesus loves you guys. I love you. Bye.